Sure Did podcast for the new cruiser and beyond. We're your hosts. I'm Leslie.
And I'm Rick. Yeah, we are continuing with the Booking to Disembarking series.
Yeah, episode 9.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Hey, we're going to have one more after this.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's fun.
You know, I know, through all this research and everything that we've been doing for these episodes, I've been learning too.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Me
We're trying to share information.
Uh-huh.
But, as you study, you learn.
Yeah, you do. You do. You learn something new every day. And even this just is included. Something new all the time. Even when you get on a ship, it's new. Yeah. Everything's new.
Like every time.
Every time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
It's cool. So today, we're going to be talking about complimentary dining. That's the stuff you've already paid for.
Uh-huh. So use it. Eat up. Eat up, everybody.
I heard a long time ago the average person puts on 5 pounds. I don't know if that's true.
I never really have. I maybe 1 or 2, but you're walking so much.
Yeah, you're walking.
And we try to take the steps as much as we can.
Yeah, we always take gym clothes, but we never use them. But we take them.
We used them once. We used them. Well, I walk.
Yeah. I mean, walking's good, but elevators are quicker.
Yeah, they are.
So, yeah, we're going to be touching on the complimentary dining and the lounges in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into the episode, episode 7, I mentioned Sail Away back in the 80s, about the streamers and confetti. And, I couldn't remember if we did that.
You might have got it mixed up with a Love Boat.
It could have been the Love Boat.
Yeah, it could have been.
So, all week I've been pouring my blood, sweat, and tears out, researching the internet, reading old brochures. I mean, I went deep into this research, and I found out we did throw confetti back in the 80s.
So you talked to your mom.
Well, yeah, that's what I did.
That was your extensive research.
Yeah,
okay.
I called my mom.
You called your mom. That's what I thought.
And she had stories. She had stories about my grandma being so excited about throwing the confetti, but...
blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a phone call.
Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. Now that we cleared that up.
And another thing I want to clear up before we get on.
While you're repenting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be set free. Or in episode 2, we mentioned the loyalty programs. We highly recommended everybody sign up for these loyalty programs. Just like airlines, just like we were talking about.
Yeah.
But then I started to think, it's like we have done a couple Princess Cruises. So I was not signed up for the loyalty program. So I did that this week. And they ran my name, ran old address, and all that. And finds out that I did 3 Princess Cruises.
Oh, my.
I thought my second cruise in 1987, I thought it was an early Royal Caribbean ship. For the second cruise. My first cruise was the Song of Norway. But my second cruise in 1987 was the Sky Princess for Princess Cruise Lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's doing cruises he didn't even know he did. Oh boy.
So I think I'm all set on the ships I've been on now.
Clarifying all that now.
Well, it's not even... Yeah, I mean, we haven't done a ton of cruises.
No.
Like my parents have done 30 to 40 cruises.
Right.
We're like a dozen.
Yeah.
But it's been
many years
through the decades. We started in the 80s.
Right.
We've cruised in the 80s, the 90s, the zeros, the 10s, and the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not that old.
We're not that old, but my goodness, your memory's telling us we are, so I'm not sure. You better get some checking that.
Man, we sound old, but we're really not.
We're not old. Just our minds are. All right, so start with the stuff that's going to be all complimentary, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we have the MDR. When we say that, it's main dining room.
Yeah.
Which that's a given. You know what that is.
For the main dining room, it's really cool, right? That's the glamour shots. You know what
It
I
is.
mean?
You're right.
That's
Now you're aging yourself too again. There you go. Glamour shots. Remember those? Yeah. At the mall, you'd go and get your pictures. Anyway, it's okay.
anyhow.
It was more of a woman thing, but
Oh,
okay.
good,
Go
good,
on.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main dining room. I could say almost probably every ship. It's 3 levels.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. Yep.
You get the main level, usually level 3 on the bottom, and then level 4 and level 5 are open in the middle. So it's a very big space.
Yeah, you can look up, look down, whatever.
Yeah. I love the main dining room. I really
Me too.
do.
Me too.
Going
really
for
do.
breakfast or lunch or whatever.
It is. It's nice. And they have the quality of food it's different than the Windjammer, put it that way. Like Windjammer's like buffet food, and it's good, but the dining room is it's more intimate. Even if you go at breakfast, it's just more intimate. And you I don't know. I like being served. I'm on a cruise. I want to be served, like I said.
Yeah,
You know?
pampered.
Yeah, pampered.
And the main dining room has changed through the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now it's 3 courses. I
Versus
remember,
like 7.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
back. I don't know if it was 5 or 7, but I remember we used to have. How much silverware did we have?
Oh,
It was like
you
11,
get lost in it.
Yeah, like 11 pieces. And back in the day, I remember the waiters used to have fun with you. If he brings you your soup and you use the wrong spoon, he'll
Scold you.
I mean, yeah, I've had a guy take a spoon out of my hand and put it back down and point to the right one.
Yeah, all that silverware, that's more than we have in our silverware drawer here at home. I mean, that's just way too much. Just give me a fork and a spoon and I'm good. I'm a simple girl. All right, so then we're going to talk about the Windjammer. Obviously, that's the buffet. Great stuff there. That's where we usually go when we first get on the ship because it's just like, you're like, here we are. Let's eat. Let's see what great stuff they have. And before we walk in, it's got to be washy washy. No yummy yummy. They make you wash your hands, which it's really cool because after COVID, they did this thing on both sides, right and left. You go in, you wash your hands. They have a station there of like about 10 different washing, wash your hands. Yeah. Soap, dry your hands. And they always have somebody there reminding you. And we laugh because she always says, washy washy. No yummy yummy if you don't washy washy.
Yeah, no yummy yummy for your tummy.
Tummy, yeah.
Yeah, they have all that stuff. And,
yeah.
Well, we were just on the Independence of the Seas, and that one guy dressed up as Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis was there.
Yeah, he was from like India.
Yeah, he was like a Asian Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay. It was funny though. He was good.
It was great. He would do the he would stand there and
sticking his
wide,
fingers
wide
out.
stance.
Yeah, giving you like the.
He was having a good time.
He was funny. All right, so then you have Sorrento's, which is the pizza. You can get pizza there, like we had talked about before. They have you can get by the slice. You can order a full one. That is complimentary too, and it is really good pizza. It's really good pizza.
Yeah, and I have a couple things on Sorrento's. Normally, it's open from 11:30 in the morning to around 2:00 in the morning. So it's open a lot.
Yeah.
And they always have like cheese, pepperoni, and a veggie pizza available, but then they do have a daily rotation
of Caribbean meat.
Yeah, the barbecue chicken and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing I forgot to throw in on the Windjammer is the first thing I always eat when I get on a cruise, especially when we go to the Windjammer.
The famous.
Well, I'm trying to make it famous.
Our famous.
The
We Sure Did famous.
The We Sure Did hot dog.
Yeah.
So it's a normal hot dog. And you go to the international section of the Windjammer, and they have a mango pickle kind of
relish type thing.
It's relish, like a topper for your rice or something like that. In the international,
it looks like
Indian
relish.
Section. Yeah, it's not real pickly at all.
No.
There's a picture of it on our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the official.
It is.
We Sure Did hot dog.
We took that name.
So you pay all
Try
this
it.
money to go on these cruises, and
You eat a hot dog.
the first thing I eat is a hot dog.
That's okay. All right, so then we'll move on to the Cafe Promenade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's basically you can get little sandwiches, they have like some wraps. There was like 3 different things the one day. Like a turkey bacon sandwich. They have a little bit of snacks like cookies. There was brownies one day. Just, fun little bite-sized stuff. It's not going to really fill you, but if you want to grab that in a coffee or something when you're sitting, just watch people watching. It's kind of fun to do that.
Or,
yeah.
If you're walking to the main dining room and you can't make it.
Right.
You just swing into the Cafe Promenade.
Your stomach's growling.
Yeah,
I can't walk 50 feet. I need to grab myself
you got to get some finger food.
You do.
I mean, it's road food.
Right. I mean, it's complimentary. When you look at it like that, you got to eat it. Yeah.
You're right. And we talked about this. That's where they have the free coffee.
Right. And the teas.
And the teas.
And the waters.
And then sometimes they do have the espressos if the ship.
They do have the,
it doesn't have a Starbucks.
Right. That is where you buy your specialty coffees. Yeah.
So, we go there daily.
Mm-hmm. We do. When we were on the Independence, they had out by the pool, on the pool deck, they had a little restaurant out there. It was just a walk up. It was called Fish and Chips.
Oh, that's right.
So one day I thought, this is when everybody was on, we were at an island, we were at a port.
Yep.
At an island, and everybody was off the ship. We had gone off for a while. We came back, and I said, let's just lay out a while. The pool's like, nobody's here. It was a beautiful day. It was in December. So I'm laying out at the pool, and I got a little bit hungry. Like I say, you're there. You always think of food. Yeah, I did. I walked the island. I walked a lot that day. So I went over. Rick was in the hot tub with some people, and I said, hey, I'm going to run over and get some fish and chips. They open at 11.
Yeah, because we never had it
We had never had it before. Right. So I went over and got 2. They give it to you like in a little paper boat with a little bit of fries. You can ask for ketchup, some tartar sauce. Give you 2 sizes, 2 pieces. Good size.
Yeah, fried fish.
Yeah, fried fish. Sat down by the hot tub where he was, and I said, hey, I got you one too if you want to come out and eat it. Well, I ate mine, and it was so delicious. I was foaming at the mouth. And I just kept saying, if you want yours, it's over here. He never came. So I ate it all. I ate both his and mine.
I know. I could hardly get out of the hot tub. I was so weak in the knees, and you're 5 feet from me, eating my lunch,
full belly.
Oh.
And I'll tell you what, that fish is good.
And they got chicken fingers too, don't they?
Oh yeah, they did. You're right. Yeah. They give you like 2 pieces or whatever. Now, you can go right back up and get as much. They usually give you 2. No more than that. Because, like, people will waste it. But it was really delicious. So if you ever you had some, too. Don't act like it wasn't. You went back and had some, too. I didn't starve you that day. Oh, brother. Okay.
I had to crawl there on all 4s like I was crawling out of the beach. Crawling up on the beach.
Good thing you go to church tomorrow. Okay. Then we have El Loco Fresh. We had that on the Wonder
of the Seas.
It's like a little Mexican restaurant out on the pool deck also, kind of like toward the back.
Yeah.
Really cute. Done up like the old Chi-Chi's used to be. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it has like the tile. Don't say I'm old because I mentioned Chi-Chi's. It has like it has like the tiles, and it was just really a cute little quaint place.
Yeah, it was.
Open air, you could sit out and, you had the breeze in your face, and they had chips, they had like guacamole, they had salsa, they had wraps, they had bowls, all that. It was just, you walk up and it was kind of like you point to it and they scoop it out for you. They got it for you, but it was really a cute little place. I would definitely go there again. It was good.
Yeah, you get, like you just said, you get your burritos and your tacos and your nachos and all that. Then they actually had a fixins bar.
Fixins
bar?
bar?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With all the salsas and jalapenos and sour cream and all that. So you could really doctor it up. So, that was good. Being out in the middle of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's 90 degrees. You're in your swimming suit.
Yeah.
Eating tacos.
Breeze blowing in your face. Oh, what else could you ask for?
It's a good time.
It's a good time. Oh, and then you're famous, the doghouse. You really liked that. That was on the Allure?
I was on the Allure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was out by the
boardwalk.
The boardwalk by the carousel.
Yeah, across from my donut shop.
Yeah,
My
the
boardwalk
doghouse.
donut shop.
Donuts. I
Oh
remember
my gosh,
donuts.
ladies, I got to tell you about this place. Okay.
But the doghouse, obviously you get your hot dogs, you get your brats, and all that stuff.
They had
and
so many different things.
It was all complimentary. All the stuff we're talking about today is complimentary.
Everything's complimentary. Yep.
It's not like, I do eat more than hot dogs on these ships. But
like being a good dog. Yeah.
I'm American.
Yeah, that's right. Us Americans, we like hot dogs. The Solarium Bistro. We ate there when we were on the Allure. We sat and ate lunch there. We had pina coladas
with our son.
He was with us. It was a little bit more
Mediterranean.
It was Mediterranean, but it was very good food. I mean, it was really good. We were hungry. It was good.
It's a great atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember a couple episodes ago, the Solarium is the adult area, which is 18 and over.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Solarium Bistro, right? So it's just a little eatery within that.
Mm-hmm.
And, the breakfast and the lunch is complimentary.
Mm-hmm.
You can go there for dinner, but there is like a service fee.
Yeah.
We'd never eaten dinner there.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to. Next time we get back on like an Oasis class.
Right.
And I think it's like $20, but
it's just different food.
It's Mediterranean, so I think they try to lean towards kind of
healthier. I was just gonna say that.
There's a lot. There's everything in there, but man, it's fantastic.
Although remember the one night when we were on the Wonder, we walked through and they had all those baklavas, and we grabbed like 5 of them and took them with us.
Oh yeah,
remember?
we filled our pockets with baklava.
That baklava was delicious, and it was in the Solarium Bistro,
bistro.
And we asked. There was hardly none left. We asked, was there any more? They brought out this huge tray. Like I said, we piled up. We took about 5, 6 back to the room, and it was good.
Who doesn't want baklava before you go to bed?
Oh, I know, right?
So even when you're just walking around these ships, you're going to find things like, ooh, I'm not even hungry, but man, that looks good.
My belly thinks I am. Okay. Coastal Kitchen. That's for the suite guests only. It's their little private place.
Yeah, I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah.
We've had some junior suites before. That does not count.
Mm-hmm.
It's a suite.
Yeah, has to be. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're in a suite, go for it.
Try it out.
I hear it's just phenomenal.
Yeah. All right, and then there's the Park Cafe.
The Park Cafe is, I think it's on a lot of ships, right? But it's really, in my mind, it's in Central Park on the Oasis class.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's the one we talked about a couple of days ago that we always want to go there, but every time we're on Oasis class, we never go.
Right. And they have a good variety in there of stuff. They had salads. Remember, we found it like the last day, and we were like, oh. I mean, salads made up. You can have them made up as you go, whatever.
Yeah, I wrote some stuff down about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Park Cafe, has breakfast items.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you're walking right out of Central Park and into this cafe. It's fantastic. Mm. They have wraps.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own build your own salad bar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's almost like a Chipotle, right?
Right.
They have paninis, and then do you remember the Kummelweck?
I don't remember that.
Kummelweck, Kummelweck sandwich. It's a roast beef on a Kummelweck roll. Huh. I had it on the Allure.
Did you?
And it's like, you dip it in like au jus.
Okay.
And it's got the fresh horseradish on it.
So it's like a roast beef?
Yeah, it's a roast beef sandwich, but it's called a Kummelweck sandwich because it's on the Kummelweck roll.
I don't even remember that, honestly.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I tried it. I don't know if our son tried it, but I remember sitting out Central Park eating the roast beef. It's fantastic.
Okay. Cafe 270. It's on 3 ships, and it's more of like a gourmet marketplace type
we never
restaurant.
Been there.
No, never been on that one. Never seen that one, I mean. And the Vitality Cafe is where you're going to get like your healthier snacks, like your smoothies, your juices, fresh juices, anything like that.
Yeah, it's up by the spa, right?
Mhm.
And it's up by the gym.
Yeah.
So you got your granola stuff. You have your protein shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. I was just looking yesterday at this. They have, I think it was basically $5, and you pick 4 different items, and they will make fresh juice for you, like right there in front of you. You know, the carrots and the spinaches and just all that stuff. So I mean, that's a good healthy drink for $5.
Right.
I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean?
You might as well have a smoothie.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
a
that
juicy.
was a juice. Yeah,
or a juicy.
That was juice.
Yeah. Because we like smoothies, so it's good for us too, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, now we will move on to the lounges and the bars. They have karaoke, which I still want to try that sometime. That'd be fun.
I'll listen.
See, I can't hold a tune either. But so what? We could just go up there and sing.
I don't
it would
want
be
to.
fun. Okay.
I play guitar for a reason. I don't have to
Well, you
open
can
my
play
mouth.
air guitar, and I'll pretend to sing. Okay, there.
Play air guitar. I can play real guitar.
Okay. Oh boy. Music hall.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was like a live music venue. Had a nice bar in there.
Mm-hmm.
We did that on the Allure.
Oh yeah, that was the Allure. Yep.
Yeah. And,
it was like a 2-level.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
they had that like Asian group, but they did all 80s.
Oh yeah, a
all
lot of
80s
80s music.
That was
just
good.
Live. That's the great thing about
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean. There's live music
Yes.
everywhere.
They are strong believers in that. Even when they have like their like Mamma Mia or Grease, it's all live. It's all live music.
Yep, and
Yeah.
we'll get to the shows in
Mhm.
the next episode.
Yeah.
Actually. So yeah, the music hall is a fun time, and
It
it
is.
wasn't a far walk at all from our stateroom.
No, it was on our floor, wasn't it?
Yeah,
7.
yeah,
I think it was on 7.
It was
Right
a
around the
lot of
corner,
fun.
really.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was. Schooner Bar. That's been on a lot of it's been around for a while.
It's the classic
Yep.
Royal Caribbean bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I just double checked this morning, and it says it's on every ship.
Now, is that the ones where they used to have like jazz bands or like what was that? Glenn Miller bands? Was that the one that they had the music playing in? Was it Schooner Bar? Where they would have that?
Usually the Schooner Bar is a piano player.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I think
that's
we
right.
seen the jazz quartet on the Allure in 2019 with our son, and it was in like the comedy club or something like that, wasn't it?
Okay. I can't remember, but I remember
it's hard to
like
remember.
I remember like back either on the Sovereign or the Grandeur where we seen the like the Glenn Miller band. But what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, it was the grandson of Glenn Miller.
Oh, okay, yeah. But where was that? Was it in
The-
one of the? Okay, it's okay. I was just getting mixed up. I thought
It's a
maybe it
long
was in
time
the
ago.
Schooner Bar, but yeah, it's okay.
But the cool thing about the Schooner Bar is, and I think they just redid their menu again. Their menu kind of reflects the history of
Mhm.
Royal Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's neat looking through through the menu,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a picture of like the Song of Norway and the
Mhm.
Song of America.
It
You know, the
reminds me of like
early
a traditional.
Yeah, it's a classic
It's
Royal
kept that
Caribbean
way,
bar.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all nautical
Yeah.
themed.
Yep.
We don't go there too often.
No.
We walk through a lot.
Yeah, you do walk through a lot.
We did go there on the Independence, I
Yeah.
think in October. And as soon as we sat down, the piano player was done for his
Yeah,
hour, and he got up
yeah.
and left.
Yeah.
So I
Well.
was like, missed that.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
We still sat there and people watched. It was fun. Playmakers. That's a
Playmakers.
fun one. That's
Playmakers.
like Buffalo Wild Wings, if anyone knows. It's a big sports bar. It's set up just like Buffalo Wild Wings. It's got TVs everywhere, the bar, it's got like bar food, chips, nachos, wings, beers, stuff like that. It's a fun place when there's like your sports team is playing and you want to go down and watch something.
Yeah, because on Independence, I went down there. Was it December? Yeah, I
December.
went down
Mhm.
there, and because they had really good nachos, like the
Mhm.
loaded nachos. Sitting there watching
Steeler game.
It was the NFL playoffs or something like that. So
Yep.
it was,
Hmm.
it's a sports bar.
Yeah, right.
And remember on Independence, it was on like deck 4. It was pretty low,
Yeah, it was.
kind of down by the casino.
Mm-hmm.
But the Allure, no, not the Allure, the
Yeah.
Wonder, it was outside by the carousel, right?
Was that the Wonder or was that the Allure?
I think it was the
I
Wonder.
think you might. Yeah, no, I think it was the Wonder.
And
Because the Wonder, yeah,
it's kind of outside.
it was
so
outside. That was cool.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was right by the boardwalk, in the back by that big aqua show area. Yeah.
Yeah, so to give you like a visual of that, you walk out into the boardwalk. It is like you're up in Jersey, walking the boardwalk.
Yep.
There's a big carousel in the middle.
That actually works. You can go on
Yep.
it.
You got the doghouse to your left, and you keep walking, and up on your right is Playmakers. So it's just Royal really captures like the essence of
Yes.
like Chesapeake Bay with Hooked,
Mm-hmm.
with like the Jersey boardwalks with the boardwalk,
And there's shops.
Central Park.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
They really capture. You're not even on a ship.
No,
it
you don't
feels
feel
like.
like it. No. Boleros.
Oh,
We fell in love with that place.
We did.
On the Indy both times.
both times.
Both times. It was just so comfortable. Chairs are nice. Good drinks. It was just like we just sit there and people watch again. It's fun.
Yeah, they had like pearl white leather chairs. And when we went, I think it was the December one, we went there the first night. And I forget what kind of drink I got.
Capriani, wasn't it?
No,
Oh.
not the first night.
Oh, okay.
But it was fantastic
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't see the Capriani on the menu yet. So then, great waiter. There's 2 waiters that were
Mhm.
always working there.
Mm-hmm.
The second night we went in there, right, this is just a second night of a 4-day cruise.
Mhm.
Okay, these workers and waiters, they bust their butt for
They
you.
do. It's a busy
And it's
bar.
a 4-day cruise. So they do not have a lot of time to learn the people on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody changes every 4 days. So we walked in there the second night. The waiter that waited on us the first night, from across the room, puts his finger in the air. It's like, same drink?
Yeah. Mhm.
And I shook my head no, because now I saw the Capriani from the Brazilian drink.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes over there, and I kind of like changed my order. So he remembered like what I had
I know.
the first night.
I don't know how they do it. He was young too.
Do you remember on the first episode how I said, "Dad, wear whatever you want. You don't know anybody."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember.
In December on the Independence of the Seas, we were sitting there enjoying a cocktail, and Leslie got up and she goes, we're going to go to a show in like an hour. I'm going to go change.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sat there.
Mhm.
I'm sitting there minding my own business in the middle of the Caribbean.
With a ship of like 3,000 people.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and this lady walks up to me. She goes, "Excuse me, can I ask where you live?" And I said, "South Carolina." She goes, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Oh, because you kind of look like somebody from Ohio that I've seen." And I said, "Well,
Got my attention.
I'm born and raised in Ohio." She goes, "Really? Did you used to play guitar at so-and-so church?" And I said, "Yes, for 4 years I did that." And at this point, we left that church and we left Ohio like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you do run into people that you know. Man. It's like,
You do.
am I
you
that
do know run into
recognizable?
people. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, your bald head and stuff, you know.
Oh, well.
Lime and coconut. We found that
Oh, man.
beauty on the Wonder. And they have a drink named after the bar. It's called Lime and Coconut. It is by far
Fantastic.
the best alcoholic drink I've ever had in my entire life.
Your whole entire lifetime.
My whole entire lifetime. It is so good. We actually came home and tried to replicate it.
We did.
We did pretty good.
Yeah.
It's delicious. You have got to check it out. Do not miss out on that drink. It is so good.
Yeah, and there's not much to it, too.
No.
It just really has like Malibu, coconut rum, and oh, man.
It's delicious. It's really good.
It's really good.
Mhm.
And, you know, we do have an episode coming up soon with Jenn Greene because she, you know, was on that 3-day sailing of the Icon. And when she got off, I texted her and I said, does it have lime and coconut? And she goes, yes.
Thank goodness.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then there's the North Star Bar. Really don't know much about that.
No,
I don't know if it's on the Quantum class or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The Rising Tide.
Yeah.
Which is a really, really cool bar. And that's the one we mention, too, again, every time we're on an Oasis. But there's a couple things we always want to do, but we never do.
Yeah. It goes up and down. It's on the elevator. It's like a big elevator, but you sit at a bar. It takes you like up 3-4 levels.
Yeah, it's like Royal Promenade on 5 up to, is it
like
the Central Park on like
something,
7 or 8?
7 or 8,
but
yeah.
It's shaped like a football.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's just a real slow-moving thing that you could enjoy great views and
just looks really cool.
Changing views.
We're trying it on the Allure. Next time we go on the Allure anytime. Solarium Bar.
Yeah, the adult area. I was laughing about that because it's a bar, but it's for the adult area, so it's it's not like a children's bar.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't have a children's bar. Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
Well, no, they kind of do on the Icon.
Oh, you're right. Mommy and
me or something like
yeah,
that.
You're right.
Yeah,
you can get the mock. They can
mocktail.
The parent can get the real drink, and the child can get the mocktail of it.
But it's
so
like the
you're
same
right.
drink.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and hopefully they serve them to the right person.
Oh.
So yeah, and then all the pool bars.
Oh yeah,
they're
great.
There's pools all over the place, so there's you're never far from a cocktail.
No,
for sure.
you're not. Viking Crown Lounge.
I like the Viking Crown.
I know you do. I know you do.
If you look on the, I don't want to say older ships,
but it is
like Independence, Liberty, man, all the way back to the Grandeur.
Yeah. Yep.
It's almost the top level. It almost looks like,
like the windows are kind of slanted a little bit.
It almost looks like, the cockpit of a Star Wars ship.
Yeah, it
you
does.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
That's the Viking Crown.
It's comfortable
Lounge.
up there to sit and just have a drink.
Yeah,
it is.
It's really high sometimes. It's level 14 on the older ships or something like that. So you have great views.
Yeah, I like that up there a lot.
It's just they have a little stage up there.
Mm-hmm. Don't they have like dancing? I think up there.
Yeah, I think
on some of them.
Yeah, I was on Independent, and I went up there. Because remember the first 2 days of that cruise was really rocky.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's like 45-mile-an-hour winds and all that stuff. So I was up there just relaxing.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a cocktail. I think probably had my water or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was like a Zumba or whatever class behind me.
Yeah.
Then at the end, one of the ladies came over and asked if I could take a picture of the class. So I kind of had fun with that, and we'll talk about that some other time.
Okay. All right, then. Moving on. The Bionic Bar, that was on the Wonder. That was kind of cool. I don't know how well it adjusted on there. It was basically like a kiosk, and you would put in what drink. They didn't have everything, but they had a lot. And you put your order in, and the robotic bar, 2 of them, the robot would make your drink.
Yeah, just like robotic arms.
Yeah.
The
drinks all came from the ceiling.
The drinks were all up in the ceiling. The bottles.
The bottles.
They made it right in front of you.
Right. You could see what it was.
And then they would put it in the shaker. They would shake them and everything, and it would put them on the glass, and then it would conveyor belt the glass to you. And
it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to watch.
It was.
Yeah.
Vintage is English pubs.
Yeah, well, Vintage is the wine bar.
Right.
And then there's the English pubs.
All the different names, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
they all have different names.
They all have different names. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much a staple. I think there's an English pub on all those. And then the evening, they always have a really good guitarist and all
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's
singing
right.
along.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then you get the champagne bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then one other one that I found was the R bar. It's just the letter R. It's a swanky retro style bar with like vintage vibes. We are booked on the Brilliance of the Seas.
Oh, okay.
And I think
It's on
this
that one?
October,
Yeah.
it's on there.
Oh, cool.
And then when I was reading about that, it was actually on the Grandeur of the Seas.
Oh, brother.
So that's kind of a
That's cool, though.
different kind of
Yeah.
vibe thing. And
Yeah.
again, it's kind of hard to remember all the small nuances of the 80s and 90s of
Yeah.
the ships. But yeah,
You can't even
We-
remember what ship
we-
you were on in Loma.
we were in that bar. And
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Like we always say, we really want to hear from you and your questions and comments and ideas that you want to hear about. We want this to be the podcast to become a home for you and for your cruising information. Anytime you can email us at We Sure Did, and our email is located in the show notes. Always.
That's right. Man, yeah, we're still on the booking to disembarking series. We have one more episode.
Lots to talk about.
So on episode 10, we're going to touch on the shows that are available.
Mm-hmm. Great shows. Oh,
Great shows.
Mamma Mia. We will talk about that show. It's
Mamma
great.
Mia was fantastic.
It was amazing.
So shows and disembarking. So unfortunately, at that point, we're getting off the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be episode 10 coming up.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, as we always say, thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you next time.